Teachers Pay Teachers has been the most fun and creative outlet I have tried in a long time. Making products, meeting fellow teachers, and simply creating an online store. If I could go back and tell myself just one thing that would dramatically increase my sales and income, it would be to make. Hey everyone, it's Kristen from Kristen's Classroom and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about 3 ways I have doubled my monthly TPT income. And no, I am not currently one of those sellers who is bringing in thousands of dollars every single month. I am still within my very first year of being a premium seller, so this experience comes from the first year of selling. If you're new here, welcome. My name once again is Kristen and I am a former classroom teacher turned online educator. Here on this platform, we talk all things work from home, passive income, and of course, our adventures on Teachers Pay Teachers, or now known as TPT. If that interests you, be sure to subscribe by clicking that little red subscription button and the bell down below. We upload videos here each and every week, and I'd love to see you guys around for the next one. Also, if you want to see more TPT content, give this video a big thumbs up. It lets us know what you guys would like to see in the future. But without any further ado, let's get into today's topic. If there's anything you think I am missing when it comes to increasing your store sales, let me know down below in the comment section. But let's get started. At the time of making this video, we currently have 135 products in the shop with 580 followers. My goal by the end of the year is to have 250 products in the shop, and I'm not really focusing on followers because it's not really something that I can control. But just so you guys know, these tips are coming from a store that has less than 150 products. The first thing I did was focus my resources on product lines. An example of this would be if I made a music worksheet for Halloween that did really well. That worksheet's only going to serve my store in the month of October. But can I make a similar worksheet for Thanksgiving, Christmas, winter holidays, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, making product lines that will serve my store all year round? And side note, it does not have to just be seasonal. If you're someone that makes different classroom decor or teacher resources and you do them in different colors and patterns, how many colors can you offer that, or how many patterns can you offer that in? I did that back in September of 2022, and I would make different products and make sure if I did it in green, I would do it in purple and yellow and red, colors that I personally would not use myself. But if I'm being honest, some of those product lines sold because that's what worked with that teacher and their aesthetic. And a note I took from a teacher group I'm in, offering as many product lines in your shop allows you to serve more and more teachers, which I have found to be very true. So tip number 1, product lines. Seasonal, colors, designs, patterns. What can you offer in your store to once again serve more teachers? Tip number 2 is that I was in constant communication with my buyers and my followers. Now, when I say that, I do not mean spamming. I was not sending daily correspondence, but every week to 2 weeks, if there was something new in the shop, if there was a sale in the shop, if there were changes to things in the products that I already had in my store, I would have constant communication to let them know. And it wasn't like a long novel, it was just a little blurb to them, letting them know I'm thinking about them, things we're working on in the shop, just to kind of keep them in the know. Also, if I did have an end of month sale, a seasonal or holiday sale, I would let them know. Ironically, I had an end of year sale the week between Christmas and New Year, thinking that no one was gonna buy anything because teachers were on break, so I said, let's just try to have a sale. And you guys, there were sales happening like the 28th through the 31st. Sales happened in my store, and actually December of 2022 was my highest month of that year. I did just recently post my 2022 income report. If you want to check it out, at the end of this video, I will actually share a playlist of all my TPT videos if you want to see where I got started, my income reports, and everything in between. But once again, constant communication, not from a way of being salesy, but in a way of here's what I'm working on in my shop, here's the things going on in my life, and by the way, here are things that I have going on in my store or sales coming up. You never know. Another teacher could be going through what you're going through, and a product or a resource you found helpful, if you found it helpful, there's a chance somebody else will find it helpful in their classroom as well. And the third and final change, and probably the biggest, bundles. You've heard me mention this before in previous videos, but I was against bundles for the longest time, thinking that there's no way a teacher would want to buy multiple items put into one product at a discounted price. Now that I'm saying that, I realize how wrong that was, but that's honestly my thought months ago. I thought, no way, they're going to come to my shop looking for one specific thing, and that has clearly turned out not being the case. Now, one of the changes I have made to my bundle creation is not just taking existing products in my shop and bundling, but letting bundles drive the motivation for new products that I'm making. Meaning, when I sit down to make new products, have a game plan. I'm gonna make product A, B, and C, then I'm gonna bundle them and sell them as a bundle together. So really, I made 3 individual products, so A, B, C, but then D is them bundled, being that 4th product as well. So letting bundles motivate my creation process, and not with every item. Some things don't work well in bundles, and that's okay. But having that as an option to, again, serve your audience and help provide more resources for teachers has been such a driving force. One of my top months, and don't quote me on this, in 2022 was a month where I had the lowest number of sales, but the highest purchase of bundles. And that's obviously because bundles are usually higher ticket price items. Honestly, if you're watching this and you are new in your TpT journey, consider bundles as soon as possible. Do not be like me, who already had just under 100 products, thinking, oh, there's no way bundles are going to help me out. Try. You never know until you try, and you don't know the situation that all the teachers on the platform are in. That bundle could be something that helps a teacher in a pinch or if they need a sub plan. So bundles, do not discredit or disinclude them in your shop. Have them if possible. And if you're still watching this video, I'm going to include 2 final bonus tips. Tip number 1 is to find motivation, whether it be a Facebook group, a podcast, fellow content creators, something that you can watch or listen to that motivates you to continue making products. TpT can be a lonely business if you're just sitting in your office or the coffee shop making products by yourself and you think, what's the point? I don't even know. Is this gonna work? And you start filling yourself with doubt. Let yourself be motivated. Again, doesn't have to be something you pay for. Facebook groups, podcasts, communities, find your motivation and stick with it. And tip number 2, something I've tried in 2023 that's working out great so far, is time batching product creation. What do I mean by that? Well, I teach online classes, I run 2 YouTube channels, I make TpT content, so I'm doing more and more. But I can't make more and more time in the day. So what I do is I dedicate certain blocks of time during the week, and the only thing I work on at that time is TpT. That's it. I'm not editing, I'm not taking calls, I'm not doing podcast interviews. I am making TpT content. Whether it's brainstorming, going in and looking at product sales reports, something that is working towards the growth of my store. It doesn't just have to be product creation. Sometimes I just sit down and make like a master list. This is an actual TpT master list, by the way. But just sitting down and spending time moving the needle forward, even if it's just a little bit. A little bit each day can go a long way. But you guys, that is it. Those were the top 3 things I did to double the income in my TpT shop. Just to recap, number 1, product lines, seasonal designs or colors. What can you offer in your shop? Tip number 2, consistent communication, whether that is notes to your sellers on TpT or your mailing lists, especially with sales times. And tip number 3, bundles. Include them, use them with your existing products, and maybe let them motivate you in the future as you add more products to your store. Guys, let me know what you thought of today's video. If you have anything else to add, let me know down below. Give this one a big thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!